Hey Panthers, I have Dylan Hayden here to talk about some things related to athletics. Thanks for joining me today.
For sure. Thanks for having me.
I know we're 2 weeks into football already, but I want you to think back to last spring and summer. And did you really think that we'd get to this point of playing games?
I wasn't really sure with COVID being as crazy as it was. We just felt like we were working with possibility of never getting a game in.
So what all did the UIL make you go through to keep everyone safe and to start even thinking about playing games? And maybe you can kind of tell the students what the UIL is.
So the UIL mandates all the state athletics. And for us, we have to get our temperature checked every day when we come into practice. We have to do a questionnaire about if we're in contact with anyone with COVID or if we have any symptoms of being sick. And then we also have to wear a mask anytime we're in the indoor or working with our teammates.
All right. So now that we're to the point of playing games, how did it feel to get that opportunity to run out on the field and play this season?
That felt amazing. It probably felt more rewarding than any other season because we've been practicing for so long with a chance of never getting on the field. And when we finally got on that field, it felt amazing to show that we can finally work.
Awesome. I'm glad you got that chance. How worried are you about something happening that you'd lose that chance to play and finish the season?
Honestly, pretty worried. I mean, we've had 2 kids already go out because they had a kid in their class get sick and it puts them on quarantine. And that really hurt us for 2 weeks. So the chance of that happening again is probably pretty high.
Okay. So how aware are you of the rules that you have put in place for the fans that are watching and the student body that are watching the games?
For everyone in all the fans and all the students in the section, they need to wear their masks and be socially distant because at the end of the day, it could cost us the game because if they send the fans home or they can stop the game. So we don't want that to happen.
That's right. So all the people that come and watch the game, they have to keep their mask on at all times and over their nose. When you get to the game, you're going to see that you're going to be more spread out than usually in the student section. There's going to be blue X's down where you cannot sit, and then wherever there's just a plain bleacher, that's a seat, that's an available spot for you to sit or stand. Also, there's going to be every other row is going to have red X's on it with stickers, and you're not going to be able to sit on that row. So it's going to be every other row seating, and then not sitting in the blue X's. Here's some pictures that'll help you understand better of where the student section is going to be because it's going to be more spread out than typical, and then also what the stands are going to look like with the blue X's and the red X's. Just a hint, if you're wanting to sit in that lower section where you usually do for the student section, you're going to want to get there early and get a seat early because we're going to block off that section once it gets full. Dylan, did you realize that our fans and students watching the game do not follow the rules the UIL established? It could cost the team.
Yes, we had Coach Mack tell us about that if we're not promoting everyone wearing their masks and being socially distanced, it could cost us the game too.
That's right. The UIL has come out and said that they could sanction schools that are not following the rules. They've come out with 2 things. First, if the fans aren't following the rules, they could bar fans from coming. And then second, if there continues to be issues, they could just stop the games altogether. So how would it feel to have to play your games without any fans there?
That would take a huge part of the game out. And we play everywhere else and they have fans. So there's a home field advantage. And if we come here and we aren't able to have fans, is there really a home field advantage for us?
That's right. So it's really important for the students and fans to help the team out and follow the rules. Let's talk a little bit about the student section for a moment. When you're out on the field and other athletes are out on the field, what does it feel like to represent your school?
That's awesome because you have everyone cheering for you, people you've never talked to, never heard of, and people that barely know you, they're cheering for you and they believe in you.
So have you ever heard people yelling at the other players or when you've been out there, maybe one of the other fans yelling at one of your teammates saying something specifically?
Yeah, we've had that happen before.
And how did that make you feel?
It's not good. I mean, no one wants to go out there and get booed or picked on. Because at the end of the day, everyone's the same. Everyone's a person. No one wants to get picked on out there.
Okay. So our expectations at all the games is to cheer and yell as loud as you can for Plano East and cheer them on. But we're not going to say negative things towards the refs or the other team. That's just not that's not winning with class. So Dylan, I appreciate you coming and talking about this information with our students, and good luck against Jesuit.
For sure, thank you. And everyone else out there, come support us against Jesuit. We play on Friday night.